The only thing dumber than the maggots running around saying, "I didn't think Trump would do this to me," has got to be the billionaires who are now getting burned by demented Donnie's global trade war. Now, of course, if anyone deserves to get burned by Trump's policies, it's the billionaires who helped get him elected. And now they're losing money hand over fist, and they're starting to complain. I'm going to discuss some of their complaints in just a second, but the question remains, don't they deserve what they get? I mean, these guys voted for this.
You know, our country was the strongest, believe it or not, from 1870 to 1913. You know why? It was all tariff-based. We had no income tax. Then in 1913, some genius came up with the idea of let's charge the people of our country, not foreign countries that are ripping off our country. And the country was never that kind of wealth. We had so much wealth, we didn't know what to do with our money.
And then, when he's not spinning history, he just outright lies, like this.
If you look at what's happening, you got to see this today. I said we're going to try and get groceries down, right? An old-fashioned term, but a beautiful term. Eggs. So when I got in, the press went absolutely crazy the first week. They said, eggs have quadrupled in price. I said, I just got here. Tell me about it. And Brooke Rollins and our team did a great job, and eggs are down now 79%, and they're all over the place. And this was a problem that somebody else would have taken a long time to cure.
79%? Eggs are down 79% in what universe? And the cowering press simply will not fact check him, let alone confront him. And this is the idiot the billionaires gave their backing to. And it's not totally surprising. For the most part, billionaires, like Trump, frequently and vastly overrate their intelligence. And they went along with the myth that they'll save more on taxes and get less regulation under Trump. And while both those things might be true, billionaires are now finding out, surprise, surprise, that that doesn't make the entire picture. Under Joe Biden, the economy was humming, and nobody profited more from that than billionaires. Job creation under Biden was enormous, with unemployment levels not seen since the 50s and 60s. The stock market was at record highs, and government investment in business was also at record levels. Nobody had it better than billionaires under Biden, but like a bunch of simpletons, they went and backed Trump despite his promises of tariffs on the campaign trail. A prominent leftist tried to warn them by saying this: placing massive and disproportionate tariffs on our friends and on our enemies alike, and thereby launching a global economic war against the whole world at once, would destroy confidence in our country as a trading partner, as a place to do business, and as a market to invest capital. Yeah, okay, I lied. That wasn't a prominent leftist giving a warning on the campaign trail. It was billionaire Trump supporter Bill Ackman, who foolishly thought that he and the billionaires could control Trump. And I got news for you, Billy. Not even Musk can control Trump on these tariffs. Musk took to Twitter to voice his opposition to the tariffs, posting a video where he said, "I hope it is agreed that both Europe and the United States should move, ideally, in my view, to a zero tariff situation, creating a free trade zone. That has certainly been my advice to the president." Free trade zone. Wonder where I've heard that before. Asked about those comments by reporters on Air Force One on Sunday evening, Trump said, "Europe made a fortune with us. Europe has also made a tremendous surplus with the United States. Europe is a little smaller, but they treated us very badly. China has, but Europe has also. Europe has been very bad to us." And this is why billionaires were just outright stupid when they thought they could control Trump. Nobody controls what or how Trump will get fixated on something. Navarro clearly showed Trump that tariffs were his best tool for revenge, and Trump took it. Trump now delights in the economic carnage, no matter what the billionaires say. Ackman tried to get control of the situation by proposing a way for Trump to back out gracefully, writing on Sunday evening, "The president has an opportunity to call a 90-day timeout. And this is how foolish billionaires and Wall Street investors really can be. The Independent is reporting that Ackman's suggestion became a rumor that sent markets into chaos this morning. As the Independent reports, all the major markets went from major losses to significant gains back to steep losses in a matter of minutes on Monday morning, with a 2,000-point swing between the highest and lowest points. The day ended with the Dow Jones down 349 points and the S&P 500 down 11 points. The swings came as CNBC and social media users reported that National Economic Council Director Kevin Hassett said Trump is considering a 90-day pause on tariffs for all countries other than China. So this is what it's come to. Wall Street so desperate for a way out of this chaos that they are running on rumors. A safer bet would be to just listen to what Trump says.
Yeah, I talked to the biggest in the world. I talked to the biggest of them all, many of them. But I've talked to, I would say 4 or 5 that are considered the biggest. They don't, you know what they said? We don't blame you.
He's lying. You know he's lying. He makes it up as he goes along. And there is only one remedy for this mess. It's not to invest on rumors. It's impeachment. But that's not going to happen until and unless we can create a landslide in 2026. In the meantime, Democrats have to start proposing this now so that it can become a campaign issue for all the House and Senate races. If they don't, they risk staying out of power again, and this chaos continues. I'm Anthony Vincent Gallo for Occupy Democrats.